seen any properties on the market now that need work, like that are listed that need a big upgrade or renovation?
Absolutely, so yes.
Like before COVID kind of set in, when it felt more like a normalized market, all the things were picking up quite a bit. So it was leaning towards a seller's market, if you will, or it seemed like there was maybe more buyers than sellers. Renovation financing was somewhat prevalent. Like, are you familiar with renovation financing at all? Have you heard of that before?
I have heard of it. I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah, so I mean,
is it a separate loan, or is it a separate loan from the regular?
No, it's actually the loan itself.
Okay.
So what ends up happening is, let's say someone wants to buy a house and just needs a lot of upgrades. Maybe it's just been a while. Maybe it's been 10 or 15 years, maybe 20 years since it had much updates. So you have older kitchen cabinets, the flooring might be a little beat up, whether it's carpet and they want to turn it to tile, but it's just they want more of a higher upgrade to the home. Mm-hmm. You can roll in the costs of the renovations into the loan. You get the permanent loan that you have the house for the time you have the house, just like a normal loan. So some buyers might have a lot of cash. So they'll maybe do a specific down payment. Let's just throw a number out there. Let's say they'll put 20% down, even though you can go less. 20% down. After they close, they're going to dump another $100,000 into the house. But they have the cash to do it. So don't really think much of it. If you have a buyer that maybe only has 5% down, of course you can buy a house with 5% down conventional. You might even buy it with 3% down. But let's say you have 5% down. You can roll in the costs of repairs that are, the repair costs are detailed by a contractor. So while you're in escrow on the house, contractor gets bids together, you review the bids. Basically, let's say it's remodeling a kitchen, countertops, cabinets, maybe some of like your sink's gonna be changed out and your refrigerator. You can get a bid for all these repairs. Let's say it's $30,000 between the flooring and the kitchen, maybe a bathroom. And you can actually have the loan you get when you buy the house finance those things too. So if you're buying a $400,000 house and you have 5% down, but you're putting $30,000 of repairs into that house, 5% of 400,000 is 20,000. Your loan's going to be actually over your purchase price because the repairs are larger than the down payment itself. So now you're looking at a loan higher than the purchase price. And as long as it appraises for not only what you're buying it for, but with the idea of the repairs going into it, those contractors' repairs that are put into it, the bids that are put together, go to the appraiser then appraises it based on your purchase price, and then along with the repairs being rolled into it. As long as it appraises for that upgrade, the upgrades into the house, you can actually get them financed into a loan. A year ago, unheard of, because you're up against 20 offers on a property against so many buyers, and you might need a little bit extra time to get contractors out there during the escrow period. Maybe you want a 30 to 40 day close, not the 2-3 week close that everyone was rushing to do to make themselves more competitive against all those other offers. But if the seller is willing to give you 45 days, the house is on the market for 60 days, you as a buyer are that much more valuable to them, they'll give you more time in the escrow period, then you can start looking at renovation financing, and they're more open to allowing you to do it on that purchase. Everybody wins. Buyer gets in, upgrades the house, gets instant equity in the house right away. So it's one of those programs that we're seeing come back more consistently that just wouldn't exist a year ago because of the market conditions. Down payment assistance.
I was ready to mention down payment assistance.
Down payment assistance is something that we're seeing more of. There's not as many options for down payment assistance right now because of the funded money that goes towards the buyers, and because of the volatility in interest rates right now. There's a limited amount of